Good morning, I'm BJ Garcia.
And I'm Dan Schroeder, your Colorado State University Extension agent here in Summit County. BJ and I are here with the Ski with the Ranger program, which is a winter educational offering of the Friends of Dillon Ranger District. The Friends of the Dillon Ranger District is the nonprofit arm of the United States Forest Service, Dillon Ranger District, servicing the White River National Forest. They do programs year-round, and this Ski with the Ranger program is your winter educational opportunity.
We do it every Friday at Breckenridge. Take the gondola up, meet right here. We leave at 11. The tour takes about an hour. We provide educational information. We do it at Keystone and at Copper on Friday and Saturday. We go over anything compared to mining, animals, ski, avalanches, and any information you'd like, and it takes about an hour.
So meet us at any of these locations at the ski resorts at 11 o'clock on Fridays and come and ski. Ready, BJ?
Let's go. Well, welcome everybody to Ski with a Ranger and taking the time out of your busy schedule to ski with us. We appreciate it. This has been awesome.
You know, you see clear cuts, but then you also see some selective cutting. This area here, you see trees on the hillside, but you see a good bit of snow through. And that would be, we're thinning the forest there, and hopefully the species that remain will have the opportunity through more sunlight and nutrients and water to gain girth, to put on more wood and become healthier.
There's three pretty prominent different kinds of evergreen that we have right here. The first guy is the spruce. The next one is the fir. He's a friendly guy. And the next one, which is the lodgepole pine, which majority of that's what we have here in Summit County. If you take a look at it, when you pull the needles or the leaves off, they come in bunches or packages of twos.
Lodgepole pine have very shallow root systems. When they're alive, they're holding onto the soil. But when they die, from a variety of means, mountain pine beetle being one way, they lose their grip on the soil. They stop drawing up water. Mountain pine beetle predominantly prefer lodgepole pine trees. As the tree grows, it sends its photosynthesizing energy up to the top of the canopy, primarily because lodgepole grow in such tight clusters. When they first emerge, it's almost like a carpet of little fuzzballs. We are generally in a mixed conifer stand of trees, this forest, but as we descend, we're changing from spruce fir and lodgepole to more of a particular type of tree. Anybody remember our little lesson? What kind of tree might be dominating right now? What I like to point out is even though we see dead trees in many parts of Summit County, we also see the future forest right here amongst us. These little guys, they're gonna be overstory someday. And so we can nurture these littler trees.
And in staying here in the winter, the animals adapt to the weather that we've got here. That new fur actually gets more heavy duty, kind of like us putting our down jacket on.
The Nevian layer is the snow layer, and to be below the snow layer is what a lot of small mammals will burrow within the snowpack. As we go from the ground layer up through the snowpack, the temperature gets colder. So these subnevian mammals, these critters that choose to stay and live in the winter environment, will live right at soil level, which is a consistent 0 degrees centigrade. It's the warmest place within the snowpack. Then they will collect a lot of the grasses and insulate their burrows, which are throughout the snowpack, so that they have a nice place to live until we melt out again.
Not all the animals totally hibernate. There's levels of different hibernation. Some are partial, some are total. Some get out when it gets nice, get food and go back to sleep for a while. Elk tend to go to lower altitude to get more grass and food, same with deer, stuff like that. But moose, like I said, you can see them in Cucumber Gulch. Just so you guys know, Keystone and Breckenridge and Copper do tours every Friday at 11. They do different things. They cover a bit of different things, but pretty good. And then also Copper on Saturday. So feel free to go visit the other ones and see what they're doing. Well, we're fortunate today. We have nice snow to ski on. We have a nice view of Breckenridge. And like we were saying, Dan and I are lucky enough to have you guys come join us on our tour.
Yeah.
Questions?
Any questions?
There's tons of stuff to do. I could go on forever.